All right, Buffy fans, have you ever wondered what a modern reboot of the show would actually look like? Well, today, we're diving into a script that almost happened. We're cracking open the unproduced pilot for Buffy the Vampire Slayer New Sunnydale, so let's get into it and see what could have been.
So here's our roadmap for today. We're going to check out the new and supposedly improved Sunnydale, then meet our new Slayer who's, well, she's not what you'd expect. We'll watch her powers kick in, witness her first kill, see a whole new army of vamps rise up, and, you are not going to want to miss this, we'll see the return of the original Slayer herself.
All right, first up, welcome to New Sunnydale, a town that's been completely rebranded. Okay, so this slide really lays it all out. The difference between old Sunnydale and new Sunnydale is, wow, it's night and day. You remember the old town, right? Goths, indie kids, keep Sunnydale weird. This new place? It's all tech bros and Teslas. The cursed Hellmouth has been gentrified, and that giant sinkhole from graduation day? Yeah, they filled it in and built luxury condos on top of it. It's like the whole town is trying to pretend its dark, weird past never happened. But, can you ever really bury a Hellmouth?
And this quote from a security guard just says it all, doesn't it? Every year, every goddamn year, these nuts show up. The town's terrifying history has been turned into this cheesy tourist festival called Vampire Weekend. It's all cosplay and merch stands. The real danger, the real horror, has been sanitized and sold for parts. It's become a joke. And you can just feel the exhaustion from this poor guy.
So, that's the town. Now, let's meet our new hero. Section 2, the Slayer in Pajamas. And believe me, she is the polar opposite of what you'd expect.
So this is Nova. She's 16, a total brainiac, and her one big goal in life is to get into Cambridge and just get away. She has no friends, no phone, which is wild for a teenager, and get this, the script says she was banned from pickleball for being a danger to herself and others. So yeah, she is not your typical Slayer material. She's the last person you'd pick to save the world.
But, of course, Destiny has other plans. And it doesn't really care about your university applications. It's time for a hero to awaken.
So her call to adventure doesn't happen all at once. It's this slow, creeping realization. First, she starts having these weird prophetic dreams. A silver cross, an arrow, this bloody medical symbol. Then things get physical. She catches a falling bust of Shakespeare in class without even looking. And then, the big one. She literally snatches a crossbow bolt out of mid-air to save a classmate's life. I mean, come on. And finally, it's not physical. It's just this gut feeling. A sudden, ice-cold certainty that her favorite teacher, Mr. Burke, is in terrible, terrible danger.
And she gets zero time to process any of this. It's time for her first test, her first slay. This is where she meets her allies and her enemies.
So she follows that gut instinct, looking for Mr. Burke, and bam, she's cornered in an alley by a vampire. This guy, Jack, he's been waiting 25 years just for a shot at the Slayer. And when he attacks, something clicks inside Nova. Her body just takes over. She's got this strength, this dexterity she's never had before. And she instinctively uses that wooden arrow from her backpack, the same one she caught, to dust him. And who's watching this whole insane scene? Her nerdy classmate, Hugo.
And Hugo's reaction is just priceless. Not terror, not running away screaming, just, holy shit, you're a Slayer? It's pure fanboy awe. And just like that, in this crazy, bloody moment, Nova gets her very first ally.
But Nova's reaction is the complete opposite. Did it look like I've ever done that before? You can just feel the terror and confusion in that line. This isn't some cool superpower she's discovered. She's horrified. She just killed something and she has no idea how or why. This is a destiny she absolutely does not want.
So, taking out one vampire who's been holding a grudge for 25 years, that's just the appetizer. The main course is about to be served, and it's an entire army. The script gives us a name for the new big bad, the Magister. It's Latin for master or teacher, and according to vampire prophecy, the Magister is the one who's going to lead their newly awakened army to glory.
And then comes a twist. A newly turned Mr. Burke shows up and says, Magister means teacher. Oh man, it's him. Her cool, favorite history teacher, the guy she was trying to save, is the prophesied leader of the vampire army. What a gut punch.
Okay, So this all comes to a head at a construction site. Of course it does. Mr. Burke and another vamp lure a classmate there for a blood ritual to wake up the army. But just in time, Nova and Hugo arrive. And you gotta love this, they're armed with stakes and crosses they bought at the Vampire Weekend Festival. The three of them team up and manage to take down the other vampire, but the big guy, Mr. Burke, escapes.
But here's the thing. Even though they won that little skirmish, they were too late to stop the ritual. The blood hits the ground, the earth starts to shake, and an entire army of vampires starts clawing its way up from under the new luxury estates. The problem just got a whole lot bigger.
But wait, the script isn't done with us yet. It saves its biggest, most jaw-dropping reveal for the very end, tying everything back to the one, the only, original Slayer.
So we cut completely away from Sunnydale, all the way across the country, in fact. We're in New York City now, in some anonymous corporate high-rise, a totally different world. We see a woman walk into a cubicle. Her nameplate says, Ann Summers. And if you're a real fan, you know that name. It's the alias Buffy used when she ran away to LA. And then she turns around. It's her. It's Buffy Summers. She's alive. And she's working in insurance.
And this line from her just paints the whole picture. She's worried about being late for a boring meeting, and she just mumbles, "Nope, wouldn't want that." It tells you everything you need to know. She has completely and totally embraced a normal, boring 9-to-5 life. The Slayer is gone.
Or is she? Because while Buffy is zoned out in that meeting, her computer screen tells a different story. Unseen by her, these automated alerts start popping up. Insurance claims for property destruction, possible death liability, earthquake damage. And where's it all coming from? Yep, Sunnydale, California. The past is literally pinging her inbox.
And that is where the pilot leaves us. It hangs on this massive, incredible question. You've got a brand new, terrified Slayer in Sunnydale. You've got an army of vampires clawing their way out of the ground. And across the country, the greatest Slayer of all time has no idea her hometown is calling her back. So, what is Buffy's role now? Man, what a cliffhanger.